Welcome to the Lunatic Radio Show. I don't like this intro either. God damn it.
That's some production value.
No. I'm trying to find one that works. This one not working. What up, everybody? Welcome to the radio program, LR Show. I'm Kieran. That's Chris Italia way over there in New York. Email us at the show, lunaticradio.com. Live number to call in, 718-690-9290. So if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. A lot to do on today's radio program. Not really. I just like to say that at the top of the show to get people interested. But we have a very special guest joining us right at the top of the show. He's a friend of mine, a friend of Chris Italia's. He's a very talented comedian. You know him, you love him. He's been on the show before when I talked about my DUI and he was promoting his Jimmy Kimmel Live fucking special.
Kieran, give me a second. I got to pull this wedgie out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's got a wedgie. His name is Vladimir Kamano.
Damn, it's in there deep.
Welcome, Vlad, to the radio program.
You ever got a wedgie deep? A deep one?
A deep wedgie, yes. It's very annoying.
I know. Hey, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate. Are we recording?
Yeah, you're there. You're live. You're live on the internet. You're live on YouTube, around the world, wherever the fuck people listen to the show from.
Oh my God,
you are here. Your voice is being heard by the maybe tens of people.
Listen, I support the troops.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to all the single women out there, single mothers.
Right.
Dolphins, I love them.
Love dolphins.
Anyone and everyone. I support all good causes. I want to lay that out in the beginning.
I read somewhere actually this week that dolphins could be smarter than humans.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I've seen dolphins in the wild.
Hey, before we get into that, I just want to say that Vlad's appearance is brought to you by Pink Cherry. Pink Cherry.
Pink Cherry?
10-function silicone teasing, and it's a bunny vibe.
Is that a dildo with a tickler?
Yes, it is.
Very nice.
We're in a podcast studio, and one of the other radio guys has these.
No, this is an official sponsor.
That was it.
No.
Wait, that was a gift from another podcast?
Another podcast records out of here, so they have these sex toys as part of their giveaways.
What other show is broadcasting out of your studio in New York there, Chris?
You don't got to tell you that. What, we cheating on you?
I thought I was the only one.
What you got talking over there? What else you got?
What's going on over there? I thought I was the only fucking guy.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Vlad's appearance is brought to you by...
No. You want to promote, you got to get your face on it.
Vlad's appearance is brought
He wants my face next to the sex toy.
Yeah.
Your face in there.
Where's this?
Enhanced oral vibe.
You're going to eat... Oh, God. Why you have all these sex toys in the freaking studio?
Non-slip fit and added stimulation nubs.
Edit this part out.
Wait, is that a mouthpiece for a girl to put in her mouth when she blows somebody?
Yes.
It's enhanced oral
it's
vibe.
actually for a guy because the girl puts it
has
in
nubs.
her mouth. And then what happens is, it starts to vibrate. It's supposed to give the guy more sensation.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
What fucking kind of sex show you got going on over there? You want to promote it? You can give. No one's gonna hear to the fucking promotion anyway.
Right.
Go ahead.
Don't worry about it, man. I'm trying to. Yo, it is cold. It is cold as a witch's tit out here in New York, man.
Yeah, I heard you guys are getting a winter storm. Is that correct?
We got a snowstorm coming in, man. So like, it's that time of day where you look at a cab, real
like 2 inches of snow.
Probably 2 inches. Yeah, we're overdoing it.
I did look at the forecast because they keep on promoting it over here in the on the West Coast because we don't have weather out here in Arizona. So they always do the weather reports for other places of the country, and usually it's New York, and they're talking about the big winter storm that's hitting New York, but it's not hitting.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, that's what they actually do. They don't have anything to report.
Arizona news in Vancouver. They don't
have the 5-day forecast.
Yeah, but it's all sun. They can do
hot.
They can do an 89-day forecast if they wanted to. It's all the same shit. So that what they do is they broadcast.
Give you the temperatures.
Yeah, they report about what's happening in Chicago and what's happening in New York because that's
where transplants.
Yeah, I mean,
doing weather in Arizona has to be like a desk job for a cop. Like no action.
Yeah.
If I was living there,
and
I'm I'm from New York, I wouldn't care what it was like in New York. I'm living in Arizona now.
Oh no! See, I thought that same thing when I moved to Arizona, and I was just like, we'll miss New York. And then it was like 3 weeks into it, I'm like, I fucking want to be back in New York because New York is where everything happens.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I wouldn't care what's going on weather-wise in New York.
Oh right, yeah, no, I really don't care either. But I mean, when you have no weather, you kind of start missing.
A snowstorm is clickbait for every weatherman. no matter what state you're in. If there's a storm going on, they need people to know so they can feel relevant.
Well, yeah. Well, that's when
you heard it here first.
Also, like they've sensationalized the weather now.
Well, everything.
It's true.
Everything.
They sensationalize the weather. It's they're looking for, like you said, clickbait.
Clickbait.
They're looking for someone to, for something to go viral.
Well, it's the only when there's a storm or a hurricane or a snowstorm. That's the only time anybody's paying attention to the weather during the broadcast. So yeah, they get hard-ons. The weather people get hard-ons.
Then they send the guy to like the eye of the tornado, like the eye of the hurricane. They send him right in there.
See,
you could tell it's like a low-level intern. He hasn't been there too long.
Mexico has it all figured out. We've talked about it many times in my years doing this podcast or internet radio show. Mexico just has literal like models, like strippers almost, doing the fucking weather, and that makes you pay attention to the weather.
They don't have old Jewish guys like Mr. G.
No, they don't have. Yeah, or Storm Fields or Amy Freeze. I follow the ABC 7 weather girl for some reason on Instagram. Her name is Amy Freeze. I think she actually started following me, and I was like, "Fuck, I'll just follow this weather girl back."
But should get her on as a guest.
What is she gonna do? The fucking weather on the podcast? That'd be great.
That'd be hilarious.
And you gotta call her a meteorologist.
A meteorologist.
Yeah. It'd be a funny bit for her to call in once a week with the Arizona weather.
That would be great because she could actually predict the weather for the next fucking 2 weeks, even. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude. The weather's.
It's great.
They like to be called meteorologists. It's like a janitor being called a custodial artist. They want to be called the meteorologist.
Yeah, it's true. Custodian.
El artista de custodia.
Meanwhile, what do they really know about meteors, right?
Not a damn thing.
No, I've never seen a meteor in my life. Actually, I did, actually. Actually, in Arizona here, I saw a meteor come through the fucking atmosphere and burn up. I saw
the drugs out there really doing something.
No, I don't take no drugs there, Vlad. Come on.
Out there, man. They got you seeing meteors.
You got that blue.
Got that blue, baby.
You got that blue.
Take no drugs. They have meteor showers. That's what they have.
It was in Arizona, right? Breaking Bad?
No, it was New Mexico.
Mexico, sorry.
But they distributed to Arizona.
Yeah. They had dish channels over there.
Hey, do you remember that guy on Channel 9 in New York that would he would yell?
Yell the weather?
Yeah, and then he would go and that's gonna be a low, and he would go on for fucking a minute on that one note, and
guy that yelled weather.
Then he would come back with no he never took a breath. It was amazing.
Guy that I'm gonna yell though. He yelled the weather.
Just put Channel 9 weatherman New York City.
Hold on.
Whenever a guy does something like that, like a weatherman adds a catchphrase or something spicy.
But he was the first guy. He was the first guy. I think he was the first guy.
But you think things were okay at home, or his wife was like, "Yo, you gotta do something."
I don't know, man. All right.
Lloyd Lindsay, is that his name?
Yes. That's
Get
him.
the fuck out of here! I fucking find that. There we go.
It's going to be nippy in them Nar Hills tonight. Hello.
Oh fuck yeah! I remember this dude.
Let him play out. He's just cut out of the fucking.
No, but if you look at the video, he looks kind of autistic. I think a little bit.
Play it.
How many views?
Way more than this one. 35,000. Way more than this video. 35,000.
Play it.
There we go.
Tell you, it's going to be nippy in them Nar Hills tonight. Hello, Atlantic Highlands.
Yeah,
all right.
Talent,
They're having a big fundraiser down there at a
That's the weather,
restaurant.
baby. That's the weather.
That guy started the whole thing. He started the Weather Channel. Just his talent alone is the reason why the Weather Channel even exists.
They would pay that guy to come out the club.
100%. He'd be like a millionaire weatherman.
They would pay that guy to come to clubs and do walkthroughs.
He's got he kind of has that meth shakes. He's got the meth shakes. He shakes
whatever he's got. He's the reason why I watched the weather.
Yeah, man.
When I was a kid.
For the children's fund.
If he's around, I'm gonna have that guy open up for me.
He's not around.
Hello.
His son did the weather for a while too, and then eventually, I don't know.
Maybe he wanted to be like a boxing ring announcer, and he just ended up being a weatherman.
Whatever it is, he was talented.
There's more.
And this is to help care for young cancer patients at Mount Sinai Hospital. So everybody in Atlantic Highlands, show up. A great cause. I was in Atlantic City for a similar fund last weekend. Teens in our area, 20s down.
I guess that's where R. Kelly lives.
Look at those Listen to those pipes, man. Those pipes are amazing.
He's a broadcaster, yeah.
That's a broadcaster voice right there.
He's-
That's what this world has lost.
Yeah, we don't have that anymore, man.
Now we got Kieran and his fucking
My apartment.
cancer cough that he's got going on.
I don't have a cancer cough.
Whatever it is, you know what I mean.
You should gargle with salt water.
Tonight, hello!
All right, there's that fucking guy.
Dude, think about it. You should, first of all, that should be on the soundboard. You should have that on the soundboard.
I have Cardi B talking about her vagina.
You want a fucking yeast infection? Pussy breathing. Pussy breathing.
Cardi B actually was did an Instagram story today about it was her riding in the back of a car, and she had her pants down, like with no
Cardi
underwear.
B is part of Vlad's brethren over there.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean she had her pants? She's half Dominican. What do you mean she had her pants down?
She had her pants. Cardi B did like one of those selfie videos, and she had her pants down because apparently her pants were too tight, and it was fucking up her vagina.
Did she have underwear on at least?
No, you saw like you see side boob, you saw side ass, and kind of like the
And you've seen this video how many times?
I watched it a
How many
solid
times did you beat off to it?
a solid 5 times, and
A solid 5 times.
yeah. Here's her audio.
Guess I gotta ride in the car, son, because these pants is too motherfucking tight. She was giving my pussy a wedgie. I hate having pussy wedgies, bro. My pussy be screaming at me like, bitch, you got me fucked up.
What do you think?
I'm gonna take my pants off right
I mean,
now.
Vlad
I had a
and
wedgie.
her have so much in common.
I had a wedgie. Remember at the beginning?
You want a
Vlad
yeast
is-
infection, bitch? You want a fucking yeast infection? So you know what I'm saying? You gotta ride around this hole like this.
Yeah, she's naked.
Pussy
I'm
breathing.
gonna call
though.
Chris like that.
Yeah.
Vlad had a dick wedgie. I don't know if you noticed.
Well, that happens. That happens to.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It happens when you got something going on. You know what I mean?
I don't.
There's a bunching up down there.
You know what I'm saying? It's stacked.
You know how it is.
You know how it is, Kieran.
It's never happened to me. I don't know.
Repeat after me, Kieran. Bulge. Come on,
Bulge?
baby.
Yeah. I don't-
Bulge, baby. That's yeah.
Kieran, you never had a dick wedgie?
Well, no. Now that I've gotten older, my sack has grown, so sometimes I've slept on a nut, and that hurts in the morning when you wake up. Like you have that fucking. It's like a headache on your balls.
It's like a headache on your balls. No, that's just a headache, man.
Oh man.
So that's happened, but I never had a dick wedgie because I barely have a dick. I'm Irish. What the fuck?
Would
You never
say-
see that in a plastic surgery show like on TV. Like Kieran McCann came in because
He wants to get his balls.
want to get his balls lifted. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be a
get-
tough job here.
Is that even a thing?
I don't think so.
No, guys. Wait. It
You
didn't.
can't lift your balls.
Maybe my nutsack hasn't always been fucking. I don't want to talk about my dick with 2 other fucking grown men, but my nutsack hasn't been.
You can talk about it.
Hey,
You can
what
talk
do you
about
got-
it.
hey, there's a boys' club
There's a
there.
boys' club. What do
Locker
you got going on?
Locker room talk, Kieran.
my nutsack hasn't always been as big as it is now. I feel like it's
You could also be producing more sperm.
How much of a difference are we talking about?
I would say probably a solid inch maybe.
Talking about an inch drop?
It might
That's
have.
a lot,
Yeah, it's a big. The thing gets in the way. It's like
Does it get stuck on a hot day? Does it get stuck on the side of your leg?
Yeah.
Oh.
I learned that you have to wear that Lotrimin spray out here, and because the weather's so hot.
It's
You get-
antifungal. What are you talking about?
You, no,
What do
you,
you- what
no,
kind of-
it's
what kind of
you
support
get
do you wear?
chafing. You
What-
get chafing on between your legs. It doesn't happen
Right.
back in New York. I don't know.
No, on a hot summer day, of course it does.
Yeah, well, you got to spray your nuts out here to prepare
What
for the
kind
fucking
of,
heat.
What kind of underwear are you wearing? What are you working with?
Fucking, I don't know. Just the regular fucking box of briefs.
I mean, like, what's a regular boxer brief? We're talking about a Hanes, or are you actually getting, like, good, solid boxer briefs?
No, I get that like that Under Armour fucking shit.
And those don't fucking give you the support you need?
No, they're not giving me
Then you
support.
know
I
what
mean.
you need, then. You need a jock strap.
I'm not fucking wearing no fucking jock strap.
I think that's what's going to give you the most support.
Has a woman ever commented on it? Like, wow, you have.
A woman hasn't seen it in 3 years.
Woo! Woo!
It's a little zinger.
Hello. It's only nippy out there.
And Kieran's balls are low.
We just heard him fall in the water.
Fucking A, you know?
No, but at any point in your life, has a woman been like you have aggressively sized, balls? Does that ever happen?
No, not really. But I actually have. Have you ever slept on a nut? Like it fucking got like jammed.
No.
Yeah,
I've never slept on a nut.
Yeah,
not even a real nut, like a cashew. I've never done that.
You know that.
Not even a pea.
Not even a pea. Not even nothing. No almonds. I've never slept on an almond.
That shit happened to me. So that it happens.
Were you sleeping on like a park bench?
Yeah,
No.
And you had one leg off the side.
Well, here it is.
How do you sleep?
Vlad, I am a fucking tosser and turner when I'm in bed. I fucking toss and turn. I can't get it fucking right. I'm like
the majority. Where would you say you spend the majority of the night? On what side? Stomach, back, side. What do you do?
Stomach, I would imagine. Yeah,
That's not good. That's not good for anybody.
It's stomach. So when you like, and I'm like splat, like fucking face.
I sleep mostly on my stomach or side, and my balls have never been anywhere near something I'm laying.
Yeah,
on.
something's off. Something's off.
This is not right. Something's going.
You should have like a camera, like a night camera. You can see what's going on down there.
Like you ever sit on your wallet or your phone when you get into a chair and you're like, that's kind of what I do to my nutsack.
The problem is, Kieran, it's only gonna get worse.
What you're describing is
only gonna get worse.
What you're describing is
It's only gonna get worse.
It's
something I've never heard of before. You may have an issue. You may have a problem.
Because the older you get, the lower they're gonna drop. The responsible thing to do is to address this now.
I'm not having. That's gonna cost me like $20,000 to have some guy sew up my fucking sack. I'm not fucking do that.
Your balls like kind of drift. Your balls kind of get lost in the sack.
Yeah. Sometimes they like run up and hide in your fucking my stomach.
You definitely have an issue.
Most of the time.
I've never had an issue locating my balls.
By the way, Vlad's gonna be appearing at Subculture New York on this Friday the 18th, and
Kieran, I know a good acupuncture guy. He deals with stuff like this.
What, he's gonna put? But I don't want needles in the dick.
Not in the dick, on the dick.
Really? How's that gonna fucking help? What is that gonna do?
His name is Dr. What's his name, Chris? Dr. Han Solo. Dr. Hans.
Wait,
trust me. He's double,
is that a wacky bit?
He'll take care of you, Kieran. He'll take care of you.
Dr. Han Solo.
Cash only, though.
Are you saying I gotta blow loads? Is that what you're saying? What is he saying? Is Vladimir Kamano actually saying there's an actual doctor called Han Solo?
No, it's called you better settle down with somebody, because the longer you go, no one's gonna want
Dr. Han Solo.
Oh, I didn't get that one. That joke just flew right over the fuck my head. It's not that hard for things to fly over my head, Vladimir Kamano. I'm not very tall. You've met me.
Oh my god.
Kieran needs help, man.
Yeah, no, I know. I have that fucking problem. I feel like if I don't settle down soon, I'm gonna end up like Bill Maher, just without the money, and that's gonna really suck.
Oh, you know what? Well, this is Vlad's here. That whole thing that happened the last time I was there. Remember? And we were gonna do that challenge. That all happened when Vlad was in Arizona, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. For the listeners that don't know, Vlad came out and played a gig out here in Arizona, and Chris came out with him, and we all hung out a couple months ago. And during that time, Chris gave me a challenge to fucking not masturbate for 30 days. I lasted.
And talk to women.
Yeah, and I had to give out like a compliment to a woman 3 times a day, right?
What happened that night? Vlad, were you a witness?
I was not a witness.
Didn't you see what he was doing when you brought him over there? He was talking to that.
I remember.
I told him to talk to that girl, and then he just got all shy about it.
No, I remember him asking for change from people. He was like, I remember Kieran asking for money outside the restaurant, like, I'm trying to get a sandwich,
I don't know. I wasn't asking.
I wish that was the case. That would have been a better representation.
No, what happened, Chris?
Dude, Chris, it's not gonna happen. You put me on the spot to like talk to some broad.
That's how it works.
I'm not gonna appease you and go talk to her. See,
it's like talking to a boxer. You put me in the ring, man.
You
put me in the ring.
I put you in a ring, and I expect you to fucking box your way out of there.
The anxiety of you just watching me talk to a girl will be enough for me to just crumble and fall.
First of all, I'm not there to watch you. I'm there to support you. So get that out of your fucking head right now.
Feedback. It's called feedback, not judges.
I don't. Yeah, I just
work on this. You're a little slow on the entry point.
Hey, Vlad.
I'm going to be your wingman and support you, not to fucking tell you, "Oh my God, look at this! This is hilarious."
Does Vlad? Let me ask you this question. You're friends with the great Chris Italia, who hosts the radio program here.
Absolutely.
Does he from time to time give you like challenges or obstacles to fucking go through to get
Every day. Every day. He asked me to hold a fart from LAX to New York last time.
He did.
He said, I want you to hold your fart on a transcontinental flight. And you know what? I did it.
Right.
So to a 3-hour mark, then I had to let go.
Because that's what he does. That's the kind of friend he is. He makes his...
Motivate and inspire.
Inspire.
Is it really motivating and inspiring? Because these challenges are quite kind of just like really not that important.
First of all, what I asked you to do works. I mean, it works.
Yeah, so, but you got to get
people that do it, and it's been very successful.
Chris, you could bring a horse to water, okay? Okay, Chris, you can bring a horse to water.
Yeah.
Not masturbating for 30 days.
All you can do, Chris. That's all you can do.
Not
did you do 30 days?
Fuck no. He gave me one cheat day. That happened on the first day. And then I went 3 days, and then some girl started texting me, and I was like, this is over. This is
you got
done.
the Cardi B video now, forget about it.
Yeah, yeah.
But then after he jerked off, he stopped talking to her.
Well, yeah. It was just like...
That's my point is proven right there. See what I'm saying? When he wasn't masturbating, he was talking to a woman via text.
Right? No. That's not necessarily.
As soon as he started dropping his loads again, he stopped talking to women.
You're basically disincentivizing yourself.
Yes, that's exactly what he's doing.
No, but it's not what he's saying is not true, Vlad. What he's saying is not.
Okay,
true.
have you talked to her since?
Yeah, I have, but I'm just like not interested in fucking engaging in that engaging in it with that particular person.
You got to engage in that conversation because we've been waiting for this.
No, because I've done this a million times, Vlad. Most of the people I've dated have lived like fucking 1,500 miles or 3,000 miles away from me, and I don't want to get into another one of those relationships. That's what this would have been. You don't want to fucking
Chris. Arizona has locals, right?
Yeah, there's local broads here.
There's local females there, right?
There's so many women in Arizona.
Yeah, there's
actually the ratio of women to men is much greater.
We have a surplus of pussy over here. Yes. I know what your next comment is. Find one. Yes, it's very hard though.
The thing is,
I'm not saying that.
You're too in your comfort zone. You gotta get out.
Yeah, no, I have that problem. What the fuck?
Knock it out. Dude, I was in Arizona with my girl. We took the scooters across for a bridge ride. They had like scooters by the Tempe thing, the scooters.
Oh, the things like they're
get out there.
They're everywhere.
Take girl to school. Hey, you make it.
Make a day of it.
Yeah, make it seem like it's off book. Oh, look, they got scooters here. Oh, wow. And then you ride that thing into Tempe, and then you go into downtown Tempe. You find a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
How long would you say that was? It was 2 months ago.
That was when did I play? It was October.
Arizona? Was it October?
October, yeah.
Okay. Since then, Kieran.
Yeah.
Have you engaged?
No, let's make it longer so it feels worse. It was August, Chris. It was August.
Well,
it was August. But maybe July.
Since the challenge, have you engaged any woman?
Fuck. Yeah. Well, I talked to that one. See, the one that I was texting, the one that you just mentioned, when I was at my folks' place on Christmas Eve, she sent me a video that I didn't even open. But it was of her like fucking doing sexy stuff, and I was like, I actually got fucking pissed. I know, Vlad. This is honesty for you right here. I got mad. This is how I realized I have grown up and matured a little bit. I'm totally different than when
right now. You sound so arrogant and entitled. Oh,
my word! I was so fucking taken aback.
I want you to finish this because I don't follow so far. Go ahead.
All right. So when I was at my folks' place for like Christmas Eve, we're having like nice dinner, and I'm talking to them and hanging out, and it's like they're playing Christmas music and the trees up and everything, and we were literally getting set up. I was getting set up to eat with them, and my phone dings, and I look at it, and it's just like. It is a message from the girl. It says, don't open this up around anybody. And there was like a sexy message underneath it. And there was like an avatar of whatever the video was that she sent me. And I was just like, she sent it to me. It's no fault of her own. She sent it to me at the wrong time. I just got fucking fed up. I was like, fuck this. It's like Christmas Eve. I don't want a fucking finger banging video.
Oh my God. What is wrong with you?
Well,
I'm very arrogant. I'm very
Dude,
arrogant.
you've become. I mean,
Vlad
this
says
is
I'm
ridiculous.
arrogant. Chris thinks I'm fucking nuts. Probably
You're an
everybody in the
incel.
chat room thinks
That's
I'm a
what you are.
fucking
You're becoming
stupid
an
ass.
incel.
You became very arrogant. This is self-righteousness.
You are complaining of the fact that a woman shared her privates, her most intimate of areas. With
Yeah.
Courage.
Yeah, and I just deleted it.
I mean, are you demented? What's wrong with you?
No, I'm just not. I wasn't interested in that particular individual. That's all. In that way, talking's great. What's wrong with that? Doesn't Vlad have an heart out?
Because you don't know what you're interested
I have a
in.
heart out. I gotta have a heart out.
You need to.
Kieran, we'll do it again next time.
Yeah.
And
Why'd you remind him? He was going to go to 840.
I'm going to 8:30. I got a heart out. Love you guys, man.
All right, Vlad. We'll
Love
see you
Wash
later.
your hands.
There you go. There's
You gonna call?
Vladimir. Yeah, call. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Happy Buddha peanut butter. Hello?
Yes, caller. Go ahead.
Do you remember me?
Yes, you're the little kid that calls in. What's up, motherfucker?
I called in. Wait, that's like 3 months ago, so you should be surprised right now.
I'm not surprised. Go ahead. Turn on your radio because I can hear myself.
I can hear yourself, nigger bitch.
Oh, God damn it. Fucking racist motherfuckers.
I love that kid.
I
Man.
hate that
Not
little
because he's a
fucker.
racist, but just because it's hilarious that he calls in every week.
He gets me with that shit all the time. Thank you, Vlad, for coming down to the radio program. There goes Vladimir Kamano, everybody.
I'll be back on.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, Kieran.
I'm going to take a break. We'll come back on my LunaticRadio.com show.
Don't take a break.
Right after. I'm taking a break right after these words.
You have only one contact, as filthy as possible.
Yes. What's in your coffee cup during the day?
Come.
LunaticRadio.com.
So now that you saw the cast of the Jersey Shore, you're going to go watch the second season on July 29th, MTV?
That'd be funny if I'm seen in one of the, you see me in one of the
They should throw you in the cast because you would just be, you're Italian, but you're not like them.
That would be kind of weird.
It would be an odd mix.
It would be. I think Mike and I would get along. You know, like off camera. Obviously on camera. I truly believe Mike hams it up and acts like a dick just for the TV.
You would probably, if you were thrown into the cast, there would probably be an episode of the Jersey Shore where you teach the rest of the crew how to check their email.
Right. Right.
That's how you're different from them. And you're not going out. You're just looking at internet porno. That's you're drinking your shit drinks.
Can we call it the Jersey Shore on the rocks? I don't know, something.
And you'd fit right in. You got the Snooki situation, rock.
Right. Yeah, that's my name. Little in quotes thing.
You don't need
I go into that little room to do the personal, thing.
You'd be the only Italian in the house not fist pumping or wearing a big belt buckle.
Right. That would be great if I would.
And if you went in the jacuzzi, I don't think anybody else would join you.
Why?
I don't know. I'm
a
saying.
nice guy.
I'm just
What
saying.
are you saying? I'm skeevy?
I'm just saying, Rock.
What are you trying to say? What are you saying?
I would like to see you and Mike the situation.
I clean the house.
Mac and you'd be cleaning. Fucking Mike the situation, come in, just throws shit, fucking grease is coming off his body, you're just fucking scrubbing the floor behind him. Take a shower, Mike, you're yelling.
I put those Glade air fresheners in all the rooms. Get that cologne smell out.
Yeah. I mean, they come in like Mike and fucking Paulie D and Snooki come in, they're just throwing, after a night of drinking, they're just throwing their clothes around and you're walking behind them picking up their dirty clothes and going and put them in the wash.
I'm not that crazy.
I want Rock on the Jersey Shore. Can we make that happen?
And then I'll just have conversations with the girls, and Kieran will be like, he's fucking flirting with them.
Yeah.
And I'll go in the room, and I'll just be like, I'm just talking about stuff. I was complimenting her on her dress. She likes muffins. And I'll be like, no one understands me. Wait, I still don't get the whole jacuzzi thing.
No, I don't think anybody joined you in the jacuzzi. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know.
Rocket the mop bucket.
Rocket the the mop bucket, the cleaner that you would be called on the Jersey Shore.
I would do that. I would do that show.
If you were in the Jersey Shore in that show, you would be like their dad.
I was just going to say, I would go on that show to try to, like, rationalize how they act and try to put them in a normal, real world, not the show, but, like, the real world.
You'd be like Dr. Drew on that
like,
show.
You know, like, Mike, you got to get a job, Mike. Come on. How's your resume? Let me see your resume. Let's talk about that. You should stay in tonight. Save your cash, you know?
I'd love to see you try to fucking relate to Snooki.
JWoww, do you have a 401k plan? Can we? You know, you got to think about the future here, JWoww.
I know. Just you're a different Italian.
Her and her website that she's, I'll be like, listen, maybe I can help you out with a website. Maybe get some more hits to it.
Yeah.
Snooki, I'd have no, nothing with that. Just a mess on me.
Oh, we got to get rid of the tech dummies.
What's the matter? You're not digging it? You getting a little sick?
Oh, my God. I either want to fist pump or put a gun to my head. I'm not sure which one I want to do.
Twitter doesn't give me these problems.
Kieran and Rock are on social media.
Why could you just like me?
Be sure to like and follow Lunatic Radio on Twitter.
Rocket, you gotta get naked. Take off your pants. Do something.
Sweet.
Don't say sweet.
Oh, I listen to you.
Okay.
So if you say take them off, I shall.
Twitter.com/Lunatic Radio. They're already naked, aren't they?
I feel like I have hair on my microphone. That's why I've been blowing into it, if you people are listening.
Twitter.com/Lunatic Radio.
Nice this.
You know, people like me on Facebook.
Kieran and Rock are on social media.
Why can't you just like me?
Be sure to like and follow Lunatic Radio on Facebook.
I need to get naked. That's what I need to do.
Dude, tap it out, Rock.
What do you mean?
I'm tapping out.
Wait a second.
No way.
Facebook.com/Lunatic Radio. Wait, who told them to get naked?
I'm sitting here behind this microphone.
Yeah, you are.
Perfectly fine with my manhood.
Really?
Are you?
Of course I am.
Facebook.com/Lunatic Radio.
Nice this.
What up, everybody? LR Show hanging out with you. Thank you to Vladimir Kamano for sitting in for a little bit. At Laughing Vlad on Instagram and Twitter. LaughingVlad.com is his website. He's at the Subculture in New York on the 18th and Rockwood Music Hall on the 21st. Chris Italia back in his studio. What's going on, Christopher?
What's up, man?
Wow, bring that energy to the radio program.
Word them up.
Hey, do you have... does this happen to you? I don't know if this fucking happens to you. I think it's happened to me a few times over the last couple of weeks. And I didn't realize how much it would enrage me. Unannounced knocks at my door from friends. Like people just stopping by to knock on, and knocking on your door to say hello, like dropping in to say hello at your residence.
They know better not to do that.
Yeah, like it infuriates me.
That's something my parents would do, and they don't know where I live. So.
My mother does it from time to time. She'll come by, hey guys, fucking guys, and that's fine because my mother.
Yeah, I eliminated that by not telling them where I live when I moved.
Well, yeah. But I mean, you have friends that know where you live, right?
No, not really. I think the last time I moved, I've pretty much kept it to myself.
Just fucking. That's that's bizarre. It might be more bizarre.
Kind of know the general area of where I live. Like, sometimes people ask me, "Hey, what's your address?"
Right.
I'm like, "Why?" "Oh, I want to send you a Christmas card or something." I was like, "Just send it to my office."
Right. Yeah. Yeah, but that's how I feel. Like what you're mentioning there is how I feel about when I'm in my place. I'm just like, when I'm here and I don't call you or send you a text to come over, I want to be left alone. Don't fucking stop by and knock on my door.
There's a difference with your situation.
Why? Go ahead.
Because people know that you're an introvert, and people know that you're not going to go look for anybody.
Right.
And people also know you never hang out.
But coming and knocking,
care about you, friends and family who are going to stop by and say, hey.
Coming by and knocking on my fucking door is not going to make me fucking be like, I'm going to be pissed.
I mean, how on a scale of 1 to 10, how close is this person to you?
A friend.
But like it's happened multiple times to you, or is it just the same person?
Just the one time with the knocking. I had another friend came over. Leroy Jenkins came over to grab me for dinner because I actually had dinner with the guy that I first ever did a radio show with this week out here. Actually, his name is Doug Jones, and he was out in town. So Leroy came and got me, and we did that. We had a We had dinner, but that was fun.
How come Doug Jones didn't do a show with you?
Because we were meeting him way out in the fucking sticks of Arizona. It was a whole thing. But anyway, yeah, that was fine. But I don't
like Leroy Jenkins of all people coming over and like saying
no, not him. No, there was like other people. I don't like people knocking on my door. I feel like in this day and age with all the fucking technology and way to contact people, there's no unannounced knocks at people's doors or homes anymore.
But in your situation, it's acceptable.
It's not acceptable.
Yeah, it is.
Do not say that. It's fucking not.
You're a caveman, man.
I don't. Yeah, you're right. I leave my apartment every day.
No, you don't.
I fucking do it every day. I'm always
count. It doesn't count.
I'm here to sleep and watch fucking Don Lemon on CNN for like 5 minutes, then I fall asleep. That's it. Maybe the occasional documentary on Netflix. What?
In a month, how often do you hang out with friends?
Fuck, not a lot.
Exactly.
You got me there.
You
but I don't want to.
But people care about you and they say, look, this guy's
How
lonely.
often do you go out and fucking party on the town in New York City?
But they know that you're suffering inside.
I'm not suffering inside. This is your...
How often? Did you ask me how often I go out?
Yeah.
I'm out almost every night.
You're out fucking in the clubs, fist bumping it up, in a VIP, slipping some sort of Chardonnay cocksucking shit.
See, this is what you're getting wrong. I'm not telling you need to go to a nightclub or whatever. I'm telling you to socialize any way you want. Go to a ball game, go play, pool maybe somewhere, basketball, whatever.
I fucking socialize.
No, you don't, dude.
I do enough socializing. I talk to people on the phone all the time.
Yeah, we're talking about actual human interaction face to face.
All right, let's get back to the subject at hand. I don't like people knocking on my door. Do you like people if people came and knocked
for a while, they will take it upon themselves and say, "Hey, I wonder what Kieran's doing. Maybe I'll just stop by."
No. So I don't get random knocks at my door.
Did you tell this person that this is not acceptable behavior?
No, I did the same thing that I always do. I fucking put on a good face, and actually I was half asleep, so I just pretty much said, I'm not hanging out, and I just kind of closed the door.
Oh,
I wasn't mean like that, but I was just like, I said hello.
You didn't invite him in for a drink?
Fuck no, I don't have. It's not like when you open the door to my place, it's a fucking, there's a chandelier hanging down, and there's like a study I can take him to, and there's like a bar in the study where it's got fucking bourbon and shit. No.
All right, so what
I open the door, my bedroom's right there.
He walks in.
No, he doesn't.
He knocks on the door.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He knocks on the door. I open the door.
Right.
And he goes, oh, did I catch you at a bad time or something? And I was like, yeah, I'm sleeping. He's like, he asked me if I was doing the show. And I was like, no, well, in a little out, but I want to get some sleep before I have to, get up and try to be fucking wacky hijinks for everybody. So
I wouldn't describe that's what you do.
I don't know. Well, what you told me on the phone yesterday when I was driving home, I was just like, I might as well just drive my car into a fucking embankment. It's like, yeah, maybe I don't want to do this shit tomorrow. After that, but yeah, I was just like, don't fucking ring my goddamn. Like, I didn't realize how fucking infuriated I would get. I was so mad. I was like, no, that's not happening. Not knocking on my fucking door without like
a
text or
in the face.
Huh? No, but I wanted to close that. I literally wanted to slam the door. I was like, fuck this. No. When I'm like, I would never do that to someone. I would never just show up at somebody's house unless I like got shot or like in an accident or something, and I was close by their residence and I needed fucking medical attention.
So scale of 1 to 10. What kind of friend is he?
8, 7, 8.
He's an 8, and that's the attitude you have.
Yeah. No, honestly, I was mad. I was fucking mad.
But if he's an 8, that means he's an important person in your life.
Well, I would weigh 9 and 10 on my scale of 1 to 10, a lot greater than an 8 and a 7.
Well, yes, obviously, but 8 is pretty important.
Yeah.
Anything over a 7, I think, is.
It's like Alabama.
Someone who's allowed to do a stop by.
It's like Alabama and Clemson ranked in the college football, whatever. But they're way better than number 3 and 4 and 5. You know what I'm saying? That's how I. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, it's just something that shouldn't happen.
Have you talked to the person since?
No.
Oh. When did this happen?
Well, no, actually I did. I made amends and I invited him back for the show. And he came in and he sat here, but then he left. And then I haven't seen him since.
You mean today?
I was doing the show, like talking, and he just left.
You mean today?
No, this is on the Friday night TJ the Mayor show.
So it was TJ. But
It was TJ and another person.
Not TJ. It's
Not
somebody
TJ.
else.
Yeah.
I mean, do we know this person?
You
Has he
don't
done
know.
the show
No, you
before?
never. The only person you ever met was TJ. No, you don't know the person. But
I met Leroy Jenkins. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you met Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, but it wasn't Leroy Jenkins. It's just a friend. You know, I'm just it's like, God. You know, I don't like almost getting phone calls bothers me. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I am an introvert. I need to get out there and find myself.
I mean, we're talking
find
about
myself
a friend
abroad.
who's pretty close to you. Just stops by. What's the big deal?
Because when I'm in my residence, I don't want to be bothered. I can see if I lived in a mansion with a gate, they would be
What does
forced.
that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I don't know if it would be. I'm like, I was trying to think about it. Like, would it be different if I lived in like a large home or a home with?
It wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be any
at all.
different. Yeah, and that's what it wouldn't be any different. I'd just be like, fuck. I think I would feel more like forced to invite them in if I lived in a larger place.
What's wrong with you, man?
I don't know. I think about these things too much. It bothers me though. I don't know. I mean, people out there. I mean, if like a friend of yours just randomly knocks on your door, do you get mad?
Yeah, I got a bigger problem.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got exes doing. I got exes like doing that.
Oh, exes knocking at your fucking door?
Yeah. Yes.
You have exes knocking at your door.
Yeah.
Saying
one
what?
One time I left the door open by accident, the back door, and they came in, and just sat on my bed while I was sleeping.
What the fuck did you do? Did you hit him with the fuck? Hit him?
No, I banged her and then I sent her home.
Did you even fucking say a word to her, you fucking crazy Italian bastard?
No, actually, I immediately just took my, brajol out.
Look at the old.
That's what she was there for. What do you want me to do?
Took out the old Stromboli. You're like, yeah, munch on this. All right.
But then I also have, now lately my issue is I have an ex that's,
Psycho?
Yeah, a little bit of an issue with me.
She's staring your window?
I mean, she's done a few things. I mean, it's a little weird.
What are the weird things she does?
I don't know. One time she came with her mother and knocking on my window and she couldn't get me to come out. But I wasn't there. I just saw it on my
What
cameras.
is she, fucking 12? Did she rock at your window?
Oh, dude, it was weird.
What did she say? Can you hear her through the window?
She wanted to talk to me about something, but she was crazy. There's no talking to her.
What did she want to talk about? Like some sort of
I don't know, whatever it is, crazy girls that are upset that the relationship is over and want to talk about.
I had a broad that I had a fling with, and she would out of nowhere, like months after the fling ended. It was actually a month. She called me. No, maybe it was like 2 weeks. She's fucking just sort of like, hitting me up, bang, 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 phone call and text, phone call. And I was like, all right, finally picked it up. I was like, what? She's like, I just went to the doctor. Do you have an STD? And I was like, I don't have a fucking STD. I'm clean as a fucking whistle. And she got like the results back from the doctor. Make a long story short. She was like, oh yeah, no, it wasn't that you gave me an STD. It's just that you fucking tore my pussy up. Tore the pussy up.
There you go. That's what you should be doing more often.
I was banging her in a stabbing motion. Apparently. And it tore the pussy up. Apparently, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing.
You were doing the old pile driver?
I don't know what I was doing.
Power drill?
Fucking stabbing motion with the banging.
Nice. Like a jackhammer.
No, I'm not gloating. I think I was just like, I was just poking around down there with my vagina, with my dick.
Let's put that out there. Look at that. Fucking Kieran bangs like a rabbit, man, like a jackrabbit.
I don't bang like a rabbit. Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe
all
I do.
you single ladies out there, Kieran's a real buck, man. A real buck.
No. Yeah. Yeah, it's the crazy broads, what the fuck. But don't run, no, like the random knock at doors shouldn't happen anymore in 2019. So enough with that fucking people. All right?
You want a fucking yeast infection?
Let me ask you something. Is this your passive aggressive way
Yeah.
to give your friend the message?
Absolutely no fucking way knock at my door again.
You hope
want
that
a
he's
fucking yeast
listening to
infection?
this.
I'm gonna be throwing yeast infections out my fucking front door.
You want a fucking yeast infection? Pussy, breathe it.
Answer my question. Are you using this as a passive aggressive way to tell
Absolutely, it totally is. I mean, I'm always passive aggressive. That's like my fucking play every time.
Stop being a fucking wuss and just tell the guy what was on your mind.
Don't knock on my fuck. You should know that. Like,
Did you tell him that?
I give
Did you
people
tell
too
him?
much credit. You should know. Like, I would never. Like, I feel like sometimes I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm pretty courteous. I would never do that. Like, I feel like people should know never not to do that. You can read. Can people read people? Like, Chris, I would never fucking knock on your door without, calling you first. I would never knock on anybody's door. I just wouldn't.
What does that make you?
I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody friendly enough for me to just pop over and knock on the
Well,
door.
apparently this guy's an 8, and your friend meter. I mean, you would know him well enough.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Ask me a fucking question. Go ahead.
If you were in Leroy Jenkins' neighborhood, okay,
I would call him. I know where
you
you
called him, and you called him, he didn't answer. But like, you're right. Like, seriously, like you're a block away.
No, I wouldn't.
You were doing something a block away. You're not gonna pass by his house.
No,
just pass by.
No, not without, because I would just to think he wasn't home, so I wouldn't.
So
go
if I
over.
passed by Leroy Jenkins' house, and maybe he didn't answer his phone because I don't know, he was out back doing something, right? But let's say you wanted to see him or you wanted to hang out with him, and you figured, let me pass by because I'm right here,
Right.
and you pass by, you see his car in the driveway, right?
I don't see people unless things are planned.
And then, but I'm saying it's not out of the ordinary if you stop by, especially if you're friendly enough with the person.
I wouldn't do that though.
Like you would say, Leroy Jenkins is basically like your best friend over there, right?
Yeah, he's the one I know the most.
Right. So you're saying you can't just go fucking over Leroy Jenkins' house? You could do that.
I'm not fucking. No, I wouldn't without calling. And if I didn't, hold on, let me finish.
You're saying you wouldn't without calling, but it wouldn't be bad behavior if you did pass.
I'm not. Yeah, but it's just something I wouldn't do. I'm not saying it's bad behavior or not. It's just something I wouldn't stop by the house without making initial contact before I actually got to the residence, stating that I'm coming on over. I'm in town. So even if
Leroy Jenkins says confront conflicts person to person. Let's say you and Leroy had a disagreement and he wasn't answering your call.
Leroy Jenkins taking in. When are you guys gonna start talking Oasis?
It's true. That's next, guys. Stay tuned. Let's say you and Leroy had like an argument, okay? And it's festering. You don't want it to fester. He's not answering his call. You just want to go over there. You just want to apologize to him and move on, right? You wouldn't go over his place and say, dude, I just wanted to apologize face to face. I was out of line.
Why do I have to apologize?
Let's say you were wrong. Let's just fucking hypothetically say.
Why am I wrong?
You thought after thinking about it, you realized I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have done that. And then you go over his house.
I wouldn't go over
He's
there.
not answering his phone.
I wouldn't go over there.
Wow, what kind of friend are you?
I call him on the phone.
You're
I call
a
him on the
friend. You're a shitty friend.
I would call. Fuck it. I would call him on the phone, or play the old silent game.
That's horrible.
I don't know. I don't like confrontation. I hate confrontation.
Kieran, you really need to.
I hate confrontation. I fucking hate confrontation.
You really need to start thinking about like.
You want a fucking yeast infection?
No, I have a serious problem, and I think you do.
Well, serious the problem? What? Living?
Yes.
Are you telling me to take a fucking shot of fucking bullet through the head or what? What are you telling me to do?
No, I'm saying to you that like you not wanting to interact with anybody is a strange thing to me.
It's not. I interact with people all the time.
No, you don't. You only interact with them by force.
Yes. Maybe not.
That's not. Listen, I'll tell you right now. You probably don't even want to be talking to me right now. But
part of me,
you know you
but I have to
because you're trying to put together this show.
I have to.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the. I don't know. I just always have things I want to do, like get out of my way, like things I like to do. So I don't know. Dude, it'd be way different if I wasn't like, it'd be way different. I don't know. I don't know. I don't always want to go out. I don't know how to answer your question, to be honest with you. Maybe I do have fucking problems, but who gives a shit? Everybody's got problems.
Oh my God, more and more I feel like I'm a female version of Kieran on some level.
Fucking
That's
A.
your soulmate right there. You guys should just get together.
She's cancer free too. Cool teacher.
Nice.
It's all brand new now, like a brand new car.
Perfect. New car smell.
Yeah, new car smell, everything. Congratulations, by the way, to cool teacher becoming cancer free. That's pretty great. 718-690-9290 if you want to call into the radio program. I'll open the phone lines again. No more racist fucking phone calls because it's fucking ridiculous.
I love that kid, man. I love that kid.
Yeah.
We should have a segment with him every week.
No, we should not.
Yes, you do.
He's probably going to call in.
That's radio gold right there. You should invite that kid on every week. He should be a regular.
By the way, Pete Davidson was on stage. Like, I don't like this stuff where people like now like articles are being written about what comics said on stage.
Yeah, it's jokes.
These are jokes.
They're jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, something about
they're not commentary. He sat down and actually wrote a joke.
Right.
And used his God-given ability to make people laugh.
I mean, it's not like a very important thing, but he was talking about how Ariana Grande apparently talked about the size of his dick.
She did. Early on in that relationship, she said something. She made a gesture with her hands or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so I guess that's like news. That's a news item because he said it on stage.
Because he's saying that she ruined me for all relationships.
Right.
Because now everyone expects me to have a giant, penis, and when they see that I don't, there's disappointment.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I just don't. I don't know. I'm tired of like all this shit.
I got contacted so many times by media outlets
for everything that he does.
Oh yeah, every week I get contacted.
For folks that don't know, Chris used to be Pete Davidson's like mentor, manager. Got him started in the biz, on the rise.
Yes, mentor. Yes.
Yes, you're his mentor. Yeah, I just I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't even know where I want to go with this. It's just annoying. It's like annoying that like now like comics shit that they say on stage that is like you said fucking.
This is from.
Go ahead.
This is from Noel DeVoe from BuzzFeed. No, Elite Daily. Sorry, Elite Daily is covering a recent U.S. weekly report that claims a woman yelled Kate Beckinsale at Pete Davidson at this gig. To which he responded by reportedly smiling sheepishly. If you have any comment or statement in regards to any claims made in the following report, we would be happy to include you in our coverage.
That's an email to you?
That's what I want to do. I want to go gossip with you, you fucking rag.
That's an email to you to get comments about. Because they want to know the scoop. If you know, by the way, if he fucking pulled Kate Beckinsale, I got to give him a fucking nice shake of the hand. I love that. Even though Kate Beckinsale's 45 years old, I don't give a shit. She is fucking prime real estate, if you know what I'm saying.
You want a fucking yeast infection?
She has zero yeast. I bet you she's never had one. Kate Beckinsale. Never had one of them yeast infections. She is fucking perfect. Oh, I believe I just lost Chris Italia. He is gone from the radio show. Oh, you back? Can you hear me? Chris? Oh, I just lost Chris. Oh, that's great. This show's going fucking brilliantly. All right, we're going to have to take another break and have Chris call back in, I guess. Taking a break. More LunaticRadio.com show right after these words.
Kieran.
Yeah, you there? You there?
You have only one as filthy as possible.
Yes. What's in your coffee cup during the day?
Come.
LunaticRadio.com.
So now that you saw the cast of the Jersey Shore, you're gonna go watch the second season on July 29th, MTV.
That'd be funny if I'm seen in one.
Yeah, you there, Chris? Chris, you there? Fuck.
Like them.
That would be kind of weird.
It would be an odd mix.
That would be. I think Mike and I would get along. You know, I like off camera. Obviously on camera, I truly believe Mike hams it up and acts like a dick just for the TV.
You would probably, like, if you were thrown into the cast, there would probably be an episode of the Jersey Shore where you teach the rest of the crew how to check their email.
Right. Right.
That's how you're different from them. And you're not going out. You're just looking at internet porno. That's you're drinking your shit drinks.
Can we call it the Jersey Shore on the rocks? I don't know, something.
And you'd fit right in. You got the Snooki situation, rock.
Right. Yeah, I'd have my name. Little in quotes thing.
You don't need it.
I go into that little room to do the personal, thing.
You'd be the only Italian in the house not fist pumping or wearing a big belt buckle.
Right. That would be great if I would.
And if you went in the jacuzzi, I don't think anybody else would join you.
Why?
I don't know. I'm
a nice guy. What are you saying? I'm skeevy?
I'm just saying, Rock.
What are you trying to say? What are you saying?
I would like to see you and Mike the situation.
I clean the house.
Mac and you'd be cleaning. Fucking Mike the situation, come in, just throws shit, fucking grease is coming off his body, you're just fucking scrubbing the floor behind him. Take a shower, Mike, you're yelling.
I put like those Glade air fresheners in like all the rooms. Get that cologne smell out.
Yeah. They come in like Mike and fucking Paulie D and Snooki come in, they're just after a night of like drinking, they're just throwing their clothes around and you're walking behind them picking up their dirty clothes and going and put them in the wash.
I'm not that crazy.
I want Rock on the Jersey Shore. Can we make that happen?
And then I'll just have conversations with the girls, and Kiri be like, he's fucking flirting with them.
Yeah.
And I'll go in the room, and I would just be like, I'm just talking about stuff. I was complimenting her on her dress. She likes muffins. And I was like, no one understands me. Wait, I still don't get the whole jacuzzi thing.
No, I don't think anybody joined you in the jacuzzi. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know.
Rocket the mop bucket.
Rocket the mop bucket. The cleaner that you would be called on the Jersey Shore.
I would do that. I would do that show.
If you were in the Jersey Shore in that show, you would be like their dad.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Chris, are you back?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Kanye West pulled out of Coachella, by the way, because he wanted it to perform, and they wanted him he wanted the people at Coachella to build him a massive dome that he could perform at, that no one else would use, no other performer would use, but he wanted it built in the middle of where the crowd is. Had that big Ferris wheel and shit. He wanted it built there, and they wouldn't build it for him, so he pulled out. So that's why
he obviously just used that as an excuse to not do it because he doesn't want to do it.
Do you think he doesn't want to do it, or do you think he really does?
He doesn't want to do it.
Do you think he really has like a massive ego, demands?
Coachella was a cool thing to do at one time. Now it's just like any other music festival. No one cares, and he doesn't need to do music festivals. He sells out stadiums. He's fine. He doesn't want to do that fucking shitty festival.
He doesn't need to do any of that. He doesn't. I kind of don't want him to do any.
But that
I don't want to hear
way
about
of
it
saying
anymore.
I'm going to make it absurd enough for them to say no to me.
That's
or
actually
give me a reason to walk away.
That's a good take. I like that.
And the thing is, when people hear that, right? When people hear that, they go, "Oh man, it's Kanye. He's being unreasonable." No, he's not. That's Kanye. That's what he does.
I like that take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm sick of?
Wait, what was the last thing you heard before the audio cut out?
A gunshot.
No, did you hear anything I was saying about?
Yeah, I think you were reading your email, and then that's pretty much the last thing I heard before your audio cut out.
I mean,
so we were talking about the Pete Davidson thing and his large hammer saying that Ariana Grande fucked him up because she mentioned that he had a large hammer, but he really doesn't have a large hammer.
Here's one from BuzzFeed. Hi, I saw reports recently that Pete Davidson apparently made some comments about Ariana and his penis on stage at Tarrytown Music Hall. Amongst other things he apparently said, and then they go into his quote. And then I'm also seeing that Pete apparently shared a story on stage about rebounding with a friend who he called a fast, loose woman before comparing his penis to the size of an average black dick.
An average black dick.
There seems to have been a backlash to Pete's comments on Twitter, so I'm just wondering if you have any response to criticism at all or clarification on Pete's comments. It's like, no, I don't have any.
Did she write that in her email? Like her average black dick? Did she write that in an email from BuzzFeed?
In quotes, obviously.
Yeah.
Because she's not saying that.
That's definitely a female, right?
Actually, no, it's actually he.
It's a dude?
Yeah, a guy from BuzzFeed.
How do you email another dude? Knowing you're emailing another dude and you write that in your fucking email.
I'm tempted to write back, hey, man, is this what you plan to do with your life? Seriously? When you decided to be a journalist or a social media expert or whatever the fuck you think you are,
right?
Was this what you had planned?
Email from
ask
BuzzFeed.
Some guy you don't know about if I have a comment about someone else saying something about having a average black dick size.
That is a worldwide known internet news magazine-ish website, whatever the hell you call it these days.
Right. They fancy themselves an online journal,
and they contacted you with an email about Pete Davidson, but they quoted or just mentioned that Pete said that he had an average black dick.
Yeah.
But he's not black.
No. The people confuse him for black sometimes.
They're like that's BuzzFeed. That's BuzzFeed. That's where fucking that's where journalism is these days, motherfuckers. Yeah. They want your hot take. Did any of those emails say, I want your hot take?
Here's another one from Metro.
Metro.
Mm-hmm. I'm writing a piece on Pete Davidson striking up a friendship with Kate Beckinsale during the Golden Globes after party last night. I was wondering if you have further comment. Like, why?
You should just give your hot takes, though.
Why not? Banged her. So, like, that's it. Go do what you gotta do.
You should start your own podcast, and it's called Reading Emails I Get About Pete Davidson.
Happy New Year. Hope the holidays were great for you.
Right.
Page 6 is reporting that Kate Beckinsale left in the Netflix Globes party together with Pete Davidson. Link to the Page 6 report here. If there's any statement or background additional details to share, thanks.
You should have wrote back. Hey, yeah, he came over to my place and we both ran the train on her.
Yeah.
Send. You should start replying to some of these with just some ridiculous comments. But that might sully your name in the industry.
No, it's not that. It's not that it just starts a fire. It does,
What? Because people hear about it and then you're like, what are you saying about my thing? And then be like,
right. Because they'll take your quotes and basically.
Right, take your quote and then fucking contact somebody that represents him now and be like, oh, this is what. Blah, blah, blah. And then,
no. I've actually talked to Pete about this several times. I've told him, hey, dude, I get inundated with these emails. It's ridiculous. And we've talked casually about it. Look, he's not asking for this. He's actually kind of a shy kid. He doesn't really like too much of that, limelight or whatever, especially if it's, talking about shit like that.
Right.
It's his material, man. Everything. Now for the rest of his life, he's got to, because he fucking dated a superstar, he's got to worry about what he has to say on stage all the time.
Give me a hot take right here. I'm going to ask you as a news reporter. This is what I would ask you. If Lunatic Radio were a fucking internet magazine, I would just email you simply, Dear Chris, do you think he banged it out with Kate Beckinsale? ? Send. Yes, no. That's what I want. Yes or no.
Yes, of course. She likes them young. She likes them young. There's no secret
you want to fucking ease affection?
She was dating this kid who's another comedian, this kid Matt Rife, who's 21 for 2 years.
Pussy breathing.
On and off.
That pussy's breathing.
Pussy breathing. Pussy breathing.
Fuck yeah. Good for him. That's Beckinsale, dude. That's fucking.
Yeah, she gets down, man.
That is fucking. That's a legendary piece of.
Pussy breathing.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. That's some legendary shit.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I mean, like
Good for
the
him.
answer to their questions always.
How old
yes,
is he?
of course.
23?
Who, Pete? 25 now.
25. Fucking Grande and Beckinsale. He's got Grande and Beckinsale.
I
That
mean,
sounds
that's
like a
not
drink
all
at
he has.
Starbucks.
That's what's public.
Fuck yeah, right. Right. That's
Pussy breathing.
not a bad public resume though.
No.
To be honest with you, if he fell out of show business altogether and went into like a whatever, on his resume it should say I banged Ariana Grande and Kate Beckinsale, just right at the top, and then whatever else his qualifications for the fucking whatever he's gonna do. I'm great at coding. I studied at fucking DeVry, wherever the fuck he did. That's fucking I almost like Beckinsale more than Grande. Beckinsale.
I mean, she's a classy broad.
Yeah.
Classy older
She's a fucking dame. Her fucking sons are like the same age as him. Aren't they?
I don't even know. I didn't know she had sons.
I think she has 2 sons.
Really?
Yeah. I think she has 2 kids. I can look that up. Look that up quick. I don't even know if I'm right on that. Kate Beckinsale have 2 sons. I should have that fucking... Let's see. It's Katie Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale. Kids. Send. Kate Beckinsale. Kids. She's got kids, right? Yeah. Daughter. She has a daughter. Lilo Mosheen. That's her name. Lily Mosheen.
Lily Mosheen, right?
Lily Mosheen. And
She was
Michael
married to
Sheen.
Michael Sheen?
Is that Michael Sheen? She's married to Michael Sheen?
She was.
Was married to Michael Sheen. God damn it. She doesn't age either, that fucking Kate Beckinsale.
No, she looks amazing.
She has a 19-year-old daughter. So it would be more socially appropriate for fucking...
Him to be dating the daughter?
Right.
Probably.
Than the mother. Do you think Lily Mosheen is going, Ma? Fucking thumbs up. Thumbs up. You got Pete Davidson.
I don't think so. I don't think that's what she's actually doing.
Do you think Pete could possibly pull the switch? Pull the switch.
Knowing him, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't, but he probably could.
Probably could, maybe. But he wouldn't.
Is that your hot take? I'm getting all the news that you should have gave BuzzFeed, but I'm getting it now. See how I work it? See how I work it? I talk to you about it. I ask my important questions in a matter-of-fact way, and you just let them out. That's your hot take right there. Don't worry, only fucking 2 people listen to the show, and it's you and me. So I can put this shit everywhere. No one's gonna listen to it anyway.
Look, listen. People have this misconception about the guy. All right, they think he was in this like really fucking emotional relationship with this girl, and they were in love, puppy love, as they call it when you have 2 young people, and it didn't work out, and now he's playing the field. He's doing his thing. Like whoever he dates. Like it's not. I never understood gossip columns because it's like, what do you think they do? They date.
Right.
No one, the people that sit and listen or watch.
I don't understand that.
Gossip shows.
I don't understand that at all.
Who the fuck cares what they're doing?
It's an old. It's everywhere too. Like I can't. I'm sick of gossip columns, Hollywood fucking like dating reports. I'm sick of memes, and I'm sick of viral videos. I'm sick of all of it.
I don't give a fuck who Robert De Niro's married to or dating.
Right.
I just want to see him in a fucking movie.
Right. Is he good? He's good. Is he a good actor?
Yeah.
He's good in the part. Is it a good story?
What movie is he working on? He's doing a new movie with Scorsese? Great. That's the news I want to know. I don't give a shit about who's dating who. It's fucking the dumbest thing, man. Because they're trying, like, what they try to do is like create this soap opera-ish type of thing for news.
Right.
And it's just the worst it's the lowest form of entertainment.
It's tiresome. Isn't it tiring? Like I'm tired. Like people come up to me like, oh, okay, check out this fucking virus. Yeah, I know. I'm tired of talking. check out this viral video. I'm like, why bother? Because there's going to be another one tomorrow. Why the fuck do I need to look at this one? I don't care. And to be honest with you, it's like it's infiltrating like radio shows, because if you listen to like your average morning talk show on the radio or on satellite, on the internet or whatever terrestrial, they're just like, hey man, check out what I saw on the internet, and they play the clip of it. That's all it is.
It's happening in sports too.
It's fucking annoying.
When the Jets' new coach Adam Gase's eyes are the top story. I mean, we got fucking problems.
Yeah, like how about we listen to what the guy says and not just take a picture of his eyes looking crazy and say the guy's fucking insane and everywhere on the internet.
If you want to make a comment about the guy's eyes looking crazy, that's one thing. But you're not even doing that. You're talking about the Twitter reaction to his eyes going crazy. You know, like, hey, what was going on? Like, if a real journalist, you want to ask him a question. Hey, you know, your eyes, you know, they're really intense. Like, what were you thinking when, you know, you were talking or when you got on the podium? Like, what was going through your head? How come your look intensified?
Mm-hmm.
Why and how did that happen? They're not asking that question as a fucking journalist. No, they just take to Twitter and fucking it goes viral, and then all the reporters are talking about his fucking eyes on Twitter. That's the story. It's not about the guy. What happened?
Yeah, it's not about anything about him.
Ask the guy. Just ask him the question. What do you think of this? What happened? What was going through your head? That's what I want to know. Why did your eyes intensify when, you know, you got to the podium? What happened? Instead, Twitter, you know, look at all these comments on Twitter about his eyes.
But not only did Cardi B have the pussy breathing statements on her Instagram.
Pussy breathing!
But apparently she also is trending right now worldwide about her comments on the wall being built. And she says it's stupid. Paraphrasing. Shit is crazy, she says. This shit is
crazy. Did she say anything about Adam Gase?
She didn't say our. She says our country's in a hellhole right now.
Pussy breathing.
She contributes.
Pussy
to it,
breathing.
With her fucking shitty music.
Call, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yo, what up?
What up? Who's this? Leroy Jenkins?
Yeah.
Yeah. What up?
What do you think the AVB is? Average black penis.
Average size of a black penis. We should have fucking TJ the Man calling in.
What is that, like 8?
Average size of a black penis. Chris Italia, go ahead.
Got to be at least 6.5.
That's probably, I'd say 6 1/4. 6 1/4. 6.
I can't even hear.
I know you can't hear Chris. It's probably 6.
All right.
6. Chris said 6.5. I say 6.
It's got to be like 7.5, 8.
9? No way.
Stop watching NBA basketball. They're not all fucking 6'9".
It's like the only stereotype that white guys can talk about for on black people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a very good point. Leroy Jenkins brings up a good point. It is the only stereotype we can't get in trouble with. Talking about it really is. Black man's dicks.
Hey, what do you
ahead.
guys think of that new Gillette commercial? Did you catch that one?
I haven't. I heard about it, but I haven't seen it. And can you describe it a little bit? Isn't it something like very phony or something? I have no idea.
No, it's all about the Me Too movement.
It tackles the subject of like male masculinity, toxicity, whatever they call it. I don't know, whatever.
Great. Another fucking name for some sort of ailment.
So basically Gillette did a campaign, an ad campaign about how men need to do a better job, with addressing women and bullying.
You're gonna have to repeat what he says. I can't hear it.
Yeah, no. Go. He's saying exactly what you're saying, Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, no, all right. I'll listen off air.
Okay. Thank you, Leroy Jenkins, for the phone call. What is this Gillette commercial? Say it again, Chris. What you were saying? I'll try to find it.
So, in an effort to drum up probably shitty sales, they decided to create a media campaign with this commercial where they're basically addressing the Me Too movement and how men need to do a better job.
Mm-hmm. All right, here it is. Here's the
of how they approach women.
Here's the Gillette commercial that I guess Leroy Jenkins.
Bullying. The Me Too movement movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get?
Oh, God, it's buffering. It really does. It's starting out like a bag of hammers.
But let's, make sure you get that tagline in the commercial, right?
The best minute.
The Me Too movement. But make sure you get that tagline.
Is it? We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
What happened to just making fucking razors? I mean, I literally
social commentary from fucking the razor company that I fucking use.
I know. I just bought fucking Gillette razors. They cost me a fucking fortune, 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's like
How about
$15.
lowering your fucking price?
Yeah.
You fucking chumps.
Fucking I just watched this at like at the 25th second into this commercial. There's literally a wife bent over a counter and a guy grabbing her ass. Like that's a Gillette commercial. It's kind of raunchy.
Hide from it.
Don't do anything.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy? What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
But she says
And there will be no going back. Because
this is weird. It's like a company making a statement here, isn't it?
So strange.
It's so
it's clickbait, man.
Not everybody needs.
This is what Vlad was saying earlier. It's just clickbait. It's just a way for them to get something viral and get viewers and get people talking about Gillette. And that's exactly what happened. So it worked.
What's that old saying? Like fucking, like everybody has an opinion. Like assholes, whatever the fuck that is. Like everybody has an opinion. I'm kind of sick of hearing everybody's opinion, but now it's like spanned off into companies having social opinions.
I just dealt with it today.
Too much.
I had a meeting.
Yeah.
About this. As we're drawing closer to opening up the club in New York City, I get, we should address the whole Louis C.K. thing, and we should also, talk about maybe reaching out to some female comics and making it a better environment for them. I said, excuse me? I was like, are we not a fucking good environment for people? Oh, some people view the Stand as misogynist. I'm like, what?
Who does?
I was trying so hard not to lose my fucking mind. We have basically a 90% female workforce.
That person's insulting you.
We book more female comedians than any other club in New York City.
Yeah.
We make sure of it. We go whatever way.
And that person came at you with that?
That person came to me with that because she's saying that's what people are saying.
Fuck that. No, it's not. It's what she's thinking.
And really what it comes down to
That's what she's thinking.
It's bitter comedians who have not yet performed the Stand.
Right.
Looking for an excuse as to why.
That's what shouldn't fucking happen, by the way. Because that's going to ruin the fucking comedy game.
Of course.
If you start bringing in...
It should be based on merit.
Based on talent, based on merit.
Dozens and dozens of female comics come through our doors. And we love them all. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. And they're there because they're funny.
Right.
So, because our booker, Patrick, who you know very well, decides that, hey, maybe I don't find this person funny. I don't think she's ready to perform on our stage. I'm going to take a pass on her for now. Right. Maybe I'll bring her back someday. But right now is not the time. I'd rather continue to book from the pool of women that I book for now. And it has nothing to do, his decision is never about male versus female, because there's way more male comics that don't work at the Stand than female comics that don't work at the Stand. That's for sure.
You guys are not under the opinion of my co-host Adam Rocket Strong Cone that there's no such thing as a female comic. You guys think there's plenty of great female comics out there that are great.
Look, What he's saying, Adam's saying female comics suck. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm fucking. I wanted to get that line in because he had a fight with Bonnie McFarlane one time.
Did he? What happened?
Oh no, she called him out. Like he was sitting front stage at Caroline's, and she was trying to run a bit off of Rocket, and Rocket wasn't having it. Like he just sat there stone faced. Like he sat there.
I think I was at that show. That was a cringe humor show.
Yeah, he sat there like a piece of sheetrock. Like he just no expression, and she got mad at him, and then he got mad back.
Right, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. And now he's always hated her ever since then.
So what I'm saying to you is, look, the reality is this: there are more male comics than female comics, and because of that reason, there's more funnier male comics than female comics, right?
Yes,
but that's not because anyone has anything against female comics. That's just specifically on our end. It's because we try to be as even and fair as possible, but there's just not enough like stage time for everybody, and so the mediocre comic gets told to go somewhere else.
And you want to have the best talent on stage at all times because you don't want to ruin somebody's night. You want somebody to have a good impression. You want to have a laugh, blah, blah, blah. Ali Wong is hilarious coming from Leroy Jenkins. She is very hilarious. Sleep on it?
It's disturbing, though, that I had to have a meeting about it today. And basically I was asked to make
dude, it's only gonna get worse. You're a comedy club in New York City. You're gonna hear about that all the time.
So bad,
dude. It's going that way. It's going.
Meanwhile, by the way,
that's why I was mentioning people taping dude sets. That shit's got to stop.
By the way, I helped produce a documentary called "Women Aren't Funny." It was on Netflix. It's on.
You might want to
Amazon
explain that.
Prime. Well, no, the whole idea was, Bonnie McFarlane wrote and directed it. It's about, the state of.
She's a
comedy. Yeah, it was the state of what comedy was like when she made the film, which was the years between 2009 and 2012. And look, things have been difficult for female comics. There's no doubt about it. Okay, they've definitely had to, penetrate this boys' club and make their way through it, and they have, and they've been great. And look, there's some outstanding comics that are female, and and they've had to struggle just like a lot of other people have had to struggle to make way. And so, yeah, they have had to deal with a chauvinism world where, a lot of guys would basically say, hey, if you do this, I'll do that, and all that shit.
Right.
But
yeah.
It's not look, there is some fucking assholes like Harvey Weinstein. There's no doubt. But that's not the industry anymore, man. It really isn't.
You can't be like that anymore. You got to dance around that shit. You're going to be fucking pinched, and your career's going to be done. You can't play that game.
Of course, we know that.
Yeah.
We're not fucking doing that.
Not you guys. I'm saying, like, if you're a guy comic out there, you can't be that chauvinistic asshole.
But think about what they're saying,
and that's the victory.
We have a misogynist environment, is what the quote was. But let's look at this, okay? The person in our top. The person who's at the top of our, employee, like our general manager, she's a female. Our bar manager is a female. Our social media manager is a female. They have all the important positions,
right,
at the company,
right.
So if three male owners, me, Patrick, and Paul, my brother, have an issue with women or have a misogynist environment, how the fuck do we empower women to basically be the face of our business?
So not only does this person, obviously you've done that. You have females in positions of power with the company, but they also want you to, have it even with female comics to male comics that you have performing at the club.
The problem is it's not possible.
Right. And they just don't understand.
There's just more male comics than female comics.
Right.
If there was 100
you would have a problem filling the stage.
If there was 100 comics on this planet, okay, just 100 comics, right? 50 were men, 50 were male. 50 were male, 50 were female. We would then do it evenly, but it's not. It's more like fucking 300 comics to every fucking 100 comics, or more actually. So, it's being looked at the wrong way. It's, there's more male comics that come through our doors that, are funny and deserve a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then we make an effort. We make a real concerted effort to look at every female we can
Mm-hmm.
and decide whether or not they're just as funny and if deserving of a chance. And guess what? Most of them are. They're deserving a chance, and they get into the rotation and they work the stand regularly. And there's people that are in development that they're not in the regular schedule.
But this person this person wants to go the extra mile.
They want.
Yeah.
It's not even about the extra mile. They want me to make an overture to this community of disgruntled female comics.
Yeah, and you're just not. I mean, that's.
And the thing is, I want to say, and I can't say it, right? But I'm going to say it here, is that community of disgruntled comics, most of them are people that wouldn't go through the trouble of introducing themselves to Patrick and getting in front of him.
Right.
Meaning, like, they don't make the overtures.
Right.
Like, if you're a comic, right, and a club, the club opens and you want to get into the rotation of the club, you're going to seek out the booker of the club, okay? Right. And then when you seek out the booker of the club, you basically do what you can to try and get in front of him so he could see you. And Pat has been extremely fair about seeing people.
Mm-hmm.
He sets appointments, basically, like, hey, I'm going to be at the stand on this date or whatever. Why don't you come down and do 5 minutes? If he sees videos and likes you and you come with, recommended by other comedians, then he'll fucking watch you. So the complaints are, some of these female comics, like, why do I have to come recommended? Why can't you just look at my videos? Why can't you just see me somewhere else? That's the attitude. It's not, hey, right, man, I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, you're looking, it's like, it's like asking an employer to come search you out. Like,
it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking, the mentality is gone. It's just gone out the window.
I don't know
what the fuck is going on.
That's not like a woman thing. That's like a snowflake thing. That's a generational thing.
It's nuts, man.
That's like, we got to cater to the younger generation type.
Some of my favorite comedians are females: Brian McFarlane, Laurie Kilmartin, Adrienne Appalucci. I mean, there's so many really good female comics. And I don't look at them as female or male. I would be happy to have them on the lineup any night of the fucking week.
Right.
Nikki Glazer, Rachel Feinstein. I mean, these are Jessica Kirsten, who's one of the funniest people on the planet. That's the way I see it. I don't fucking look at who's a female, who's a male.
This is only going to get especially in New York City, certainly in LA where everybody's right. But it's going to hit New York City, this fucking, this Me Too thing.
But they are basically, what they're doing is they're organizing and they're getting together and they're commiserating and they're basically saying, how do we get to call out these people? How do we get to tell everybody don't go there?
That's fucking scary, man. That shit's scary.
Yeah, it's fucking scary because it's like, wait a minute, I've never done anything to these people.
I don't like that mobbing up on fucking social media and then fucking killing somebody who's trying to make a living.
It's gotten to a fever pitch, man. And then, by the way, I'm about to start working on a second documentary about about the females in comedy. And look, I'm doing it because, I didn't make any fucking real money on the first one. I did it. I really did. I made nothing. Let's be honest. But I did it because it needed to be said, and it needed to be like, hey, let's try and level the playing field. Let's take a stronger look at this. What's wrong with the system, of comedy. And as I worked on that, I really did learn a lot about it, how skewed it is and everything. And I said, hey, I think we're going to make an impact with this, and I think people are going to look at it differently. And I can say right now that just going through that project, we learned a lot about booking more females at the club, and we've implemented those changes. We made sure that females are getting a longer look. because there's this feeling of discouragement amongst female comics, like if male comics don't respect them, they shy away from actually trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's on them. Like that
is on them, but it's just like knowing that, we've gone a step further, right? We've gone and searched.
So you've done your overture.
Yes, we do a lot of it. We do
at the stand in my stage,
and we make sure that we have females on lineups all the time. We make sure of it because it's good to diversify your lineup. It's good as a comedy club owner.
Call, you're on the air. Go ahead.
What up, though? It's TJ.
TJ, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing tonight?
Good. Chris, you probably can't hear Chris, or Chris can't hear you.
Oh, that's right. Chris can't hear me. Well, I actually got a question for Chris, and then I'll get off the air so I can actually listen to him.
Okay.
But no, I was just wondering about the whole women in comedy thing, and it's the way I look at it is almost like they need to be a little bit more prideful in what they're doing in the process. Like, for example, when there was what was the law for black and white to get hired at a job? What was that called?
Oh, affirmative action.
Affirmative action, right? Affirmative action. Okay, me and Kieran got the same resume. I get a job because I'm black. It's almost prideful for me to be like, fuck that. I don't want the job because I'm black. I want the job because I fucking work my ass off and I deserve it, right?
Right.
So my question to Chris is when does it start hurting female supporters or female people that are bitching about not getting the shows or whatever, you know what I mean? And then, but they're not putting the work like he said. At what point does somebody speak out about that and say, well, you know what, maybe you got to step up your craft without getting in trouble? Because right now I can tell a female right now, like, listen, you're just not fucking funny. It has nothing to do with you being a female. And then all of a sudden I would get the backlash talking about, well, he didn't put me on because I was a female and, all this and that, blah, blah, blah. So that's my question for Chris. If you can relay that to Chris, because he's in the industry, I just kind of want to know his take on it. And when does it go too far? Like when does somebody need to step up at some point and say, hey, you're actually hurting more females than you're helping by just taking a lazy route and just saying, oh, I'm a female, I should get it, and if I don't get it, you're just being misogynistic.
Right. All right. I'll hang up, TJ.
I'll get off the air so you can tell him I forgot you guys can't communicate or whatever. So,
okay.
All right, man. Y'all have a good show.
All right, later. TJ in a minute. Go ahead, Chris.
Because I was just talking about this today. I was at that Big Pine Comedy Festival in Arizona. In
Flagstaff, yeah.
And I got approached by two people. One was a transgender woman, and one was a female comic. And basically, they're both kind of like 4 or 5 years in, to doing stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
And their question was, well, the transgender comic said to me, I feel like I'm not getting opportunities because I'm transgender. And I said to her,
hold on, let me point out, for folks that are not like avid followers of stand-up, 4 or 5 years into stand-up comedy, you're a baby.
Right.
You're a baby.
You're just getting started.
You're just getting started. Go ahead.
And I said, look, man, if you're worried about that at this early in your career, you're thinking of the wrong things.
Right. You're misguided.
Right now, all you should be doing
is working.
Is working and finding your voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you should be doing.
They don't have their voice yet.
Right. And I said, look, you being transgender, it's a fucking unique thing. As a matter of fact, you have a leg up on everybody else because nobody can do what you do. No one can talk about what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
So
it's
you
unique.
You have an opportunity here of doing something very special.
In this day and age, that's unique. Yeah.
You can break through because you're one of the first comics that's transgender and going through all this shit and can talk about it. So you have a fucking really great opportunity here to do something really cool. And that person seemed very satisfied with the answer. And I said, look, don't ever be discouraged by that stuff. Because even if it's true, even if that's happening, that should only motivate you even more to be undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
And the more undeniable you get, the more it's going to be harder for anyone to ignore you, no matter what you are.
But
and this other female comic comes up to me and said, hey, I've been asked to open for male comics on the road, and then there's this feeling of you know, there's like an obligation for me to hang out with them and whatever. And I said, look, if you're gonna take a gig with a guy, all right, you're gonna go on the road with a person, lay out ground rules. You know, make sure that the point is clear. That hey, I just want to go do stand up. You know, I don't really want to hang out, and if you're okay with that, it's cool. You know, blah blah blah.
That sucks for her to have to say that, though. I get that.
It does suck for her to have to say that, but then again, it's like, you know, look, if that guy's doing that, he's a jerk, and he should be called out for
Right.
sure.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
But also, you have some control there. You need to speak up. You need to,
Mm-hmm.
you need to like fucking say, hey, jerk, that's not okay. I don't want to deal with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, and I said the same thing. I said, hey, you're not getting something because of that guy. You know what I mean? You have to just push forward, man, because and like any other situation, they might not like you because you're Jewish, or they might not like you because you're Italian or Spanish or whatever. It's
always, I think it's always this little thing. It's always going to be like that because men are always always
there's
after
fucking
women.
Some assholes.
Yeah.
Listen,
the men are always after. Yeah.
There's animals out there. There's
Guys
no
are
fucking doubt. there are
fucking
animals
horny
out
as
there.
fuck. Your average man is way hornier, and or your average woman gets hit on way more than your average. Man.
Sure.
So that's the thing that
And to answer,
always
and
going
to
happen.
answer TJ's question, it's getting to that point now. We have to stop
the
as
talent
even a society of looking for excuses all the time.
Well, no,
as
it's
to
just
why
gonna-
we're
it's-
not doing something or why we're not getting anything.
It's just going to get worse.
The last fucking 8 months has been torturous for us, fucking trying to get permits and all this other shit. Never once did I go, hey, is this happening because we're fucking...
Can't wait to open up shop so I can deal with the social norms.
Right. Exactly. I mean, I'm never am I looking at it and saying, hey, are we not getting this? Are we not getting what we need because we're not well-versed politically, and we're not? No, like, it is what it is. Like, this is the fucking shitty system, and I got to work through this adversity to get to where I need to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I have to fucking, nothing is easy. Nothing. And I'm a straight white guy trying to create a business, and I'm hitting roadblocks fucking everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
So what should I do? Should I fucking cower and roll up into a ball and say it's his fault? It's their fault? It's not. I just have to keep moving forward. I have to fucking figure out a way to make this work.
Yeah.
And so I think what's happened as a society overall, black, white, Hispanic, female, male, it doesn't matter,
Snowflakes.
is they've pointed their finger at something.
To blame it because they're not successful.
I mean, look, to
They
not
find an
be-
excuse to not be
I'm not trying
successful.
to be cheesy, but I'm sure you've watched that fucking Sylvester Stallone and Rocky Balboa quote to his son, right? Where he's talking about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward and stop basically blaming someone else.
Right.
It's the fucking truth,
Yeah.
man. It's the fucking truth, man. Stop fucking blaming other people. Work harder, man. Whatever happened to fucking hard work? This whole country was founded on fucking hard work, and we're now always looking for an excuse.
Well, everybody's a
Take the
coder
easy
now.
road.
You're going to be coding, and you're Insta famous. You see those?
It's fucking
You see those
infuriating.
documentary shorts on Netflix about Insta famous? It's fucking great.
I refuse to watch it.
Oh God, I watch it just to see what
I
the
know
fuck.
I'd just be disgusted. With
Oh,
it.
be honest with you, the theme with the entire, I think there's like 15 shorts, and they're all about a different person who's famous on Instagram. And the one theme throughout them all, none of them have any money. None of them have any money. They all
'cause
have
they're
like
relying
millions of
on,
followers,
like,
but zero
whatever
money.
bullshit product that's going to give them some money.
They're selling T-shirts. That's what they do. They
it's
sell T-shirts.
horrible. It's a horrible way to live.
They're
But,
like, their catchphrases they do on their stories.
affirmative
retarded.
action was important.
Yeah.
Because there was an inequality. And there was an inequality with females as well. I'm not saying there wasn't, but there definitely was a hiring inequality with black men
Mhm.
and black women. Okay? It's the truth. It was there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even people that weren't racist, they were worried about what other people thought about hiring a black person.
Right, yeah.
So you want to talk about fucking struggle? That was real. The fact that we had to create a fucking law that says, you know, we have to at least interview several,
you
know, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like it
makes a woman not going to see Patrick to get booked at the stand seem completely ridiculous.
That black guy,
Hold on,
black guy still has to apply for the job.
I enjoy your foreskins in the night, bitch.
Love that.
I love that kid. I love that kid. I want to take him home. I want to like
Maybe.
adopt him, make him my own kid, and like teach him the way.
You should book him at the stand.
Yeah, but like you know what I'm saying? Like that black individual, whoever they may be, applying to that job, they had to apply. They had to apply.
Right.
They can't. They shouldn't be standing, you know, off to the side saying, "Hey, I can't get that job. They won't give me that job because I'm black." Well, did you apply to that job?
Listen, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm very sorry. You're just a big old nigger.
Oh, God damn it. That's it. Turning off the phones.
That's great.
You
I love
little motherfucker. I fucking hate him.
What a
that kid's 12 years old. Like that.
You know what's great about it?
We have this is where we're going, people. We're going. We have like our younger generation are going to be the one. It's either going to be you're going to be offended by everything, or you're going to be that motherfucker. That's going to be. That's what we have. There's no middle ground.
Usually he calls in and he's completely off subject. Now we're actually talking about affirmative action, so his comments are appropriate for the subject.
Little fucker.
Okay, back to what I was saying. Real quick,
here's the thing that pisses me off. We'll wrap it up. That kid pisses me off because I know he's going to say the M-word, and I just can't hit the hang-up button in time. He does it too quick. I'm like, here it comes. Here it comes. And he always gets it out.
He's working the system. Good for him.
Little fucker.
What I'm saying to you is somewhere along the line that we as a society stop applying for the job and we expect it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of actually working hard to get it.
Yeah, you want the money, but you don't want to fucking earn it.
Right, and so that's where we're at, and that's what we're dealing with, you know, in this current state, because there is this Me Too movement going on. Now more than ever, they're pointing to that, because what else can they do? What else can they do? They have to point to something. Obviously, their life is not perfect, so let's blame something. Let's blame something that's so easy to blame. And that sucks, man, because we're not working hard anymore.
No,
you think
it's sure.
You think when women were burning their bras and fighting for, you know, women's rights, civil rights issues, that this is what they had in mind?
No,
They didn't have this in mind. What they had in mind was fucking equality. It was fucking being looked at as a person. Right now, we're just fucking blaming the Me Too movement on everything.
Right. Well, technology has put the world at your hands, and what that turned into is made people lazy. People are lazy. You can turn on your phone. You can blow a load by turning on your phone. You can fucking turn on your phone and get offended. You can turn on your phone and get entertained. Yeah, it's stupid. It's a snowflake generation. I like that snowflake. I like that fucking phrase.
Who said that?
Somebody said it out there, and I just picked it up. I picked it up like a fucking snowflake falling out of the sky. I just grabbed onto that motherfucker. I'm gonna run with it. Cocksuckers. All right, everybody.
And I guess the thing is, like, we're shutting it down.
Go ahead.
I mean, look, my mom raised me. I didn't have a male figure growing up.
Right.
And it's like, you know, even when I didn't get along with her or whatever, I still respected women. You know what I mean? Like, I've never sexually harassed anybody. I've never fucking, you know, made someone feel uncomfortable. And if I ever said something inappropriate, I made sure that they were okay with it afterwards. And if they weren't, you know, I would really need to know. I've asked many times, is there something I need to do better? And like, we should be asking that of ourselves, but not to the point where we can't run our lives.
Leroy Jenkins,
you know what I mean?
toxic, racist
how the
masculinity.
Fuck am I supposed to run a business when I'm worried about what the public perception is.
Right. That's insane. You'll get nowhere.
This same person said things like, "Well, people think that you guys have a Goomba mentality."
Because that's stereotyping you because you're Italian.
Look at the fucking contradiction.
Yeah.
There. They labeled us fucking a stereotype.
Yeah, fuck it.
Paul and I couldn't be the furthest from it. Like Paul and I, Goomba mentality, and it's like something you would say to an uneducated, stupid Italian guy. Right?
Yeah, Goomba. Huh?
So like, Paul and I are both college educated. Paul and I are both, worked our ass off to like basically build something from nothing.
Yeah.
Paul and I have been through.
You and your brother who understand.
Poverty and fucking 9/11 and all kinds of shit. All right, all kinds of adversity, and we've always come out better for it.
This guy really pissed you off at the meeting.
Oh, dude, it's insane. Like I heard the word Goomba, I was like, holy shit,
motherfucker.
So they're allowed to call us Goombas, but
it's like you calling her a fucking twat.
They expect us to change.
It's like you saying, "Hey, yo, twat, pipe it down." Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is like, what really, it's crazy to me. It's like this isn't about what's fair anymore. It's an agenda. It's 100% an agenda, and it's if something doesn't go their way, they point to it and they say, "This is why." And if you call them out on it, you're the fucking jerk. You're the fucking jerk.
Right.
You don't get a fucking opinion. They're the only ones allowed an opinion.
Bait
so when
and
they
switch.
fucking call me a Goomba, right?
Fucking bait and switch.
I'm supposed to just sit there and fucking take it?
Yeah, that's reverse. It's reverse fucking sexism or fucking whatever the fuck it is. I get it. It's a weird world, man. Why can't we go back to the 60s, Mad Men style?
Yeah, that's where it all started.
All right, everybody. Thank you for checking out the LunaticRadio.com show. Thank you to Vladimir Kamano at Laughing Vlad on Instagram and Twitter. He's performing at Subculture in New York City on the 18th. Rockwood Music Hall, Stage 3 on the 21st. Go to laughingvlad.com for all your information on what Vlad's doing. He's a very talented stand-up comedian. He's from the Bronx. He's got that Dominican flavor.
He's a Goomba.
He's a fucking Goomba. All right, thank you for checking out the LunaticRadio.com show. Follow us on Twitter at Lunatic Radio, on Instagram at Lunatic Radio. Thank you to the great Chris Italia, owner of the Stand NYC, coming soon to Union Square. Go ahead. When is it opening? Go.
I don't know.
Sometime soon.
These women wouldn't allow us to open anytime soon, obviously.
So don't open up. Just try.
What's the point?
Make sure when that place opens, there's not picket signs outside going, free the bush or something.
Well, if they listen to this show, maybe they would.
I'm not going to be allowed at the fucking club at all. Hey, listen to me. This is the only place you could actually be a man from the 90s, this show.
Well, you have no choice.
I'm stuck there. Nothing but Nirvana all day. That and Green Day. All right, everybody. Oasis. See you guys later. Peace. Last word, Chris. Go ahead.
I am not a misogynist.
That's a statement, not a fucking word. I need a word.
No misogyny.
No, word.
Word them up.
That's a, no. Word. Last word.
Good night.
Pussy breathing.
Later.